The latest rumor is that many of Hollywood's A-list beauties have created a secret society devoted to beauty. Not just any beauty, the beauty of death. The Beauty Death Club was established by a world-famous beauty, a top box office actress with blonde hair and blue eyes, revered by millions. I can't name her because she'll definitely sue me. The inspiration for the club was Evelyn McHale. Ever heard of her? Time magazine called her the most beautiful suicide. McHale's death was utterly remarkable. In 1947, she jumped from the observation deck of the Empire State Building. Very tragic, and you would expect very messy results. You would predict horror, not beauty. Yet that's not what happened. McHale hit the roof of a parked car, and the car kind of reverentially cushioned and embraced her body as a goddess come from the sky. She didn't get smashed to pieces. Her body was completely intact. A photography student called Robert Wiles happened to be there, and he noticed that McHale's corpse, lying on the crushed roof of the car, was perfectly posed and perfectly beautiful, like an angel. McHale's dead body was almost supernaturally perfect, an aesthetic work of art, if such a thing can be said of a tragic suicide. In death, McHale had attained the highest beauty. Some call it Thanatos beauty. McHale was an attractive woman in life, and death somehow elevated her to divine beauty. This was a woman whose mother had suffered from terrible depression. McHale left a suicide note. It said, "I don't want anyone in or out of my family to see any part of me. Could you destroy my body by cremation? I beg of you and my family. Don't have any service for me or remembrance for me. My fiancé asked me to marry him in June. I don't think I would make a good wife for anybody. He is much better off without me. Tell my father, I have too many of my mother's tendencies." Well, you can't get much sadder than that, can you? That's depression. Nothing is crueler. McHale's wish was granted. She was cremated without a service. She wanted oblivion. Instead, she became world famous for the beauty of her corpse. What an irony. Ben Cosgrove of Time magazine described the photo as technically rich, visually compelling, and downright beautiful. McHale, he said, seemed to be resting or napping rather than dead. It was as if she were daydreaming of her beau. Well, she certainly wasn't doing that. But her corpse was so beautifully posed that anyone could project anything into her. It's true, this is the most beautiful corpse you could imagine, posed as if by Michelangelo. It's every bit as poignant as Michelangelo's Pietà. Andy Warhol did a print of the photograph. The Beauty Death Club is devoted to having a beautiful death and looking amazing at death, just like McHale. The members of this Hollyweird freak club have a freakish devotion to the beauty of death and corpses. They see McHale's beauty as a kind of definitive beauty, a platonic beauty, a perfect, immutable beauty that lasts forever. This club dreams of their final pictures being ones that captivate humanity forevermore. They dream of being in perfect designer dresses, in red, black, or white, in perfect heels, Louboutins with their iconic red soles, and wearing perfect makeup and jewelry with their hair perfectly styled. Their lips would be covered by the most luscious red lipstick. Their eye makeup would be stunning. People would fall in love with their corpses when they saw them. The A-list members of the Beauty Death Club have the fantasy of their body being found at some amazingly scenic location, or some famous historical building, or in some perfect pose in a perfect mansion. They have decided that how they exit the world must be their top moment, their crowning achievement. Cleopatra, killed by an asp, is held in the highest esteem by the Beauty Death Club. She was perfectly beautiful when they found her body. This was the woman who beguiled both Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, two of the most famous men in history. The members of the Beauty Death Club want to have this kind of impact. Bunch of freaking narcissists. But hey, that's woke Hollyweird for you. Burn down Tinseltown. With the election of Donald Trump, Hollyweird, with its constant sex scandals and constant high-profile sexual predators, will finally crumble. Will Hollywood manage to have a beautiful death? Or will it be the ugliest thing you have ever seen? I'm betting on the latter.